Now see, who gon' fix this? Child, I done cooked too much food again. Being single is not for the weak. Single Lady Chronicles, Fridays at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Single Lady Chronicle. Single Lady Chronicle. Oh, all right. You know what Friday it is. It is the second Friday of the month, and we are talking about dating then versus now. Why? Because things have changed, child, and we really gotta have conversation about how it's affecting how we're dating in this 2025. All right. So tonight, I have a guest with me. Thank you for being here, Sabrina Ross. Everybody, give her a round of applause.
Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for having this second Friday conversation of dating then versus now on Single Lady Chronicles.
Yes, I'm very honored to be here tonight.
Thank you.
Yes.
And so, just give a few receipts. Sabrina Ross is 38 years old. And please, 38 where, okay? 38 where. And she is a young executive right here in the city of Newark. Making sure that Newark is a place where everybody wants to be. So thank you again, Sabrina, for being here. We're going to get into it, girl. Okay, all right. So as you know, I started doing a series on every second Friday, a series called Dating Then versus Now. Because I wanted to get insight from different points of view. I started out with married people, a husband's point of view, a wife's point of view. I had a single young man on, and now I have a single young lady. And so I'm about to get into it with you. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So let's just dive right on in. So she's 38 years old. So she has a then now, right? You were dating in your 20s and teens, right? Exactly. And so things have changed, and I'm just going to ask you a series of questions of how you think they've changed. So what do you think what did you think love was supposed to look like when you were younger, in your 20s? What was it supposed to look like?
Marriage, kids, a supportive husband and wife, like that whole, I kind of want to say white picket fence.
Listen, that's what we were sold.
That's what I saw.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that's what I wanted too.
Right.
To have a whole bunch of kids.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I wanted 10.
Oh my gosh. Is she crazy?
One point.
But our grandparents did, right?
Yeah.
Our grandparents, they were the era that had the 9, 10, 12 kids.
Right.
And so, I guess it's nothing wrong with wanting to have a big family. Yeah, because that's legacy. Yeah, these days you got 2 and 3 and done. Some people are one and done.
One and done or none in at all.
Yeah.
And great aunts.
So your idea of what love looked like when you were in your 20s was, I'm immediately get a husband.
Right.
I'm immediately get a house. I'm immediately get the white picket fence, the dog, and the driveway, and
But it was also strange as well too, in a sense that it was get your education.
Right.
Do this first, be this, strong-willed person, and independent person first before getting married as well too. So that pressure was on me as well, or just on a lot of people, or a lot of of my peers.
Yeah.
Of just how do you balance that out? And I don't know if I balanced it out right or correctly. But yeah, I think that was also a combination of that too. Just, are we taking dating seriously?
Right.
At 21 and 22, or is it just fun and games? So that was something that I experienced.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah. When did you start dating?
I want to say early. I mean, I felt like you like boys, and early on, like in elementary school, you had a boyfriend.
But just because you liked them, don't mean you was actually dating.
So you mean like adult dating?
No, not adult dating. Like when was your first boyfriend or?
Yeah, my first boyfriend was like in elementary school.
Oh, it was your play boyfriend?
Like a school boyfriend. I mean, we only saw each other in school.
Right, if you like me, check yes or no.
Valentine's, candy cane.
Okay.
With the little kisses. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I had a boyfriend early on. I want to say like 5th grade.
10 years old. Okay, cool.
5th grade.
What about like high school and your teens?
Well, high school was pretty fluid with dating. A lot of different
high school sweetheart kind of thing.
I had a high school sweetheart. I think. I don't know.
Wow. But I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, child. Yeah, we was just
I liked a lot of guys.
You liked a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Okay. You liked a lot of guys, but you were seeing a lot of guys.
I liked a lot of guys, and of course, at some phase in my life, it was not reciprocal. For me, and I just learned really quickly to just kind of move on.
Right. So okay, that makes sense. So when did you begin actually saying, "Hey, I'm in a relationship with this person"?
In high school, I had a serious boyfriend in high school.
Okay.
We were together dating. I want to say maybe sophomore year, going into
15 years old.
Yeah, going into ending like senior year. We just kind of ended. It was a love high school toxic relationship.
Oh gosh.
I don't know why relationships in high school are so toxic, and I think maybe because we're like
I can't answer that question.
And trying to balance our hormones and our what do you call it? Our just like maturity and just trying to like puberty. It was very toxic.
Do you remember how you guys became a couple? Do you remember that? Like, did he say?
Yeah.
Did he pass you a note?
No.
Did he come up to you? Did he call you on the phone? Did he get your number from somebody? Like, how'd all that play out?
So it was not a note. It was more around like he just hung out where I live at.
Okay.
And so just always nice and kind gestures. We did not go to the same school because I went to school across town. But we're still living with my mom. So it was just like, passing and just like flirting.
Okay. Yes. So and natural, regular flirting. Okay.
Right. And then the conversations, then I like you. And then, how it is, let's meet over at a friend's house. We're friends, we're talking, people starting to see us regularly now, and then it's like, hey, you my girl now. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I mean,
he claimed you.
Now I'm trying to,
There was a what do they say? There was a title.
Right.
Okay. All right. You accepted the title of being his girlfriend.
And I think that in all of my relationships, I've had that conversation. For me, I did.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Now that I'm reflecting back on it, I felt like I've always had somewhat, if it was not like a direct, but I felt like it was something where like, okay, what are we doing? What is this? Like,
Okay.
Is it a year in and, what's happening?
So I'm always not struck, but I guess I have this kind of nostalgia of how someone is supposed to be pursued in dating. And so like, I'm always going to ask the questions, were you courted? Were you ever courted back then?
Back then, I like to say yes.
Yeah?
I mean, I had like cheesy, little dates and stuff. Like, I'm trying to recall, like going to the club would be something, what we would do in high school. But like in college and stuff, it was a different ball game. I think just the level of men or the type of guys that I was dating just was a little different. I have always kind of semi dated older, and so that kind of changed definitely when I graduated high school and definitely became like in college. I started. You
told me earlier why you date older men. You want to disclose why you think you date older men?
I don't know. It's a lot of combination of things. I think.
Do tell.
For one, I just feel like, in my most humble opinion, that I don't know, men my age don't talk to me. And when I say don't try to talk to me in terms of like want to get to know me, I'm always like, sis, I get friend zoned by men my age or my peers.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's, if I'm coming off like too comfortable or too relatable when I'm like, meeting a guy that's my peer or my age versus how I would act if I was meeting someone that was a little bit more established.
Right.
And so I don't know how I am.
I can identify
across.
with that. Yeah. I would say the same thing. The men my age, don't approach me. The men my age. And even if it's like online dating, it's something about the age group that is like, no. Not necessarily no, but like there is something, I don't want to say weird, but different about the men in my age group where they don't, approach and they don't. And so I don't know, maybe it's the way I carry myself or maybe it's, I have a lot, And it's probably
about being rough around the edges. Because I often judge myself if I'm like feminine enough, if I'm possessing a lot of masculine energy. I battle with that sometimes, and I think that I feel judged by men that
are your age.
They judge me.
I wouldn't take on that.
Yeah, no. I'm not taking on it, of course, but I'm just like, if I'm thinking about it and reflecting on it, it's that's what I would think. I mean, of course, it's not on them; it's all on me.
Sure,
but I think that's how I be feeling sometimes. I'm like,
men, I tell you, especially the ones our age.
Yes.
Well, thank you for tuning into Single Lady Chronicles. We are here with Sabrina Ross, young executive young lady here in the city of Newark, making change in our neighborhood. And we are talking about dating then versus now. Now, she's 38 years old, right? So how much of a then does she have? She has a then, okay? Because in 2025, it's a lot different from when she was 20 and 25 years old. And so we are just having conversation about dating then versus now. Yeah. So I have another question for you. What was your biggest dating green flag back then that you now realize was actually a red flag? Green flag.
I am... my love language is receiving gifts.
Ciao.
And I think, being love bombed is what I initially thought. And if I, couldn't identify it until now, or much later, it's a red flag. So for me, love bombing, and so. And sometimes with receiving gifts, you also are accepting of things.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay. I get it. It's funny because, like you said, now you realize that was being love bombed.
Yes.
And it's 2025 and we have these terms now.
Right.
We have love bombing. And what else do we have? We have
Apps.
Right. I'm talking
apps.
about like as far as like terms. We have
terms.
like narcissist behavior, and what else? We have
Gaslighting.
And
I have mental health.
Yes.
Keep repeatedly saying that.
Right.
Or I'm healing. I'm becoming a healed person.
Right.
And all of that is great.
All of that is great. I wonder though if using those terms, for me, I like to see people for who they are. But that's your truth, right? Receiving gifts. And now that, in 2025, you're like, I was receiving those gifts, but he was just, love bombing. Of course, was it immediate? Was it like over time or?
Well, that's just one of the things that I've saw that was like green, green flag, which eventually would be red flags. But that whole, other level of just like receiving gifts,
right?
You kind of, in my experience, and it hasn't always been my experience,
sure.
but that's an example.
I got you.
Thought of, yeah.
All right, so listen, you ready for a game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
So we're gonna be playing this game throughout the night, okay? And it's called Then, Now, or Never. Okay? And so I'm gonna give you a scenario and you're gonna tell me, is it dating then? Is it dating now? Or is it something you'll never do? Okay? All right, here we go. Falling for potential instead of consistency. Is that something you used to do then? Is that something you do now? Or is this something you'll never do?
I want to say, I don't think I never did that.
Falling for potential instead of consistency.
Yeah.
Then, now, or never. So never?
Never.
Never. Ooh, explain. Say more.
I am quirky.
Okay.
I just need a stable guy, and that's what I look for.
Yeah.
When I'm looking for within a mate,
right,
is stability.
Hello.
And so, if there is, I don't know, or like you're coming and going. I always in the back pocket have someone that is consistent and maintain.
She has somebody in her back pocket, honey.
I mean, if that's what is given to each is, for the gentleman.
Yeah.
But not for me. I don't want to do that. So it's never.
Okay.
I'm not falling for the potential.
Yeah.
I don't think I did then either.
Wow. So not even when you in your building ages, because I
never really built with a person.
Wow.
In my different parts of my life, I've been single for long periods of time, and then of course when I was dating, date and had relationships, but in those pockets, it was I've been consistently kind of single.
Okay. All right. So let's do another one. Now, waiting for him to text first. Is that something you did then? And so, I don't know, then, now, or never?
I don't wait. So
you don't?
I guess
okay.
Never. I think waiting for him probably will be in high school.
Okay.
Playing those little games.
Right. Okay.
But
listen, if you want to talk to somebody, text them. You want to talk to somebody, call them. Okay.
I will call.
Yeah, if they on your mind, hey, you was on my mind.
And I may tell my friends that I didn't text or call first.
But why do we do that?
I don't know.
Let me tell you something.
Well, because our friends were like, well, why you call him first? And I'm like, girl, I just need to figure it out. And so why not?
I just feel like all these rules that we live by are by whose standards? All these rules that we live by whose standards? But there are some things, like I met a guy, And he, I met him on Facebook dating, and he was like, "Oh, he said, do you mind if I call?" I said, "I don't care. You can call." So he set a time to call. He called me. We had an amazing conversation, about 90 minutes. We was on the phone for like 90 minutes.
Okay.
And so then, the next day, I texted him first. And I was like, "Hey," well, during our conversation, I told him I didn't feel good. And I was like, I didn't feel good. And so the next day I was like, "Good morning. I'm feeling a little better." And he responded, then I responded, he responded, and I responded. The next day I didn't hear from him. Yeah. He texted, and what I wasn't gonna do, because I made the initial response after the first encounter, which was him calling me.
Right.
I said, I'm not gonna.
Now that I would definitely not text.
Exactly.
Because I am not chasing. I am with you on the whole pursuing. I like to be
mutual pursuit. There should be mutual pursuit.
Okay.
Right. Mutual pursuit. At least that's what I think. Yeah.
I would agree, because I'm definitely gonna let a guy know that he's fly.
Yeah, and I like you.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous though. I'm getting a little scared.
I mean, we gotta get out of. I don't know. I just feel like, but who?
I do.
At the end of the day, it was a
guy tonight. But I was just like,
really?
You think at my big age that I would be, but I was still nervous.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to talk to him.
It took me a long time to come to, and I'm gonna be honest. It took me this year to be like, child, bump it, because what have I got to lose at the end of the day? All I'm doing is showing interest, and that should be okay.
Right. You know what? Okay. I wish I had that thought.
Yeah, but it took me a long time.
Yeah.
It took me a long time. I had to get out my head.
Yeah. You're right. And the only thing it just would have been a rejection, which I felt and had in my lifetime. Yeah. Or not. It could have been at the altar.
Hello. You never know.
I met my man at a Christmas party.
Right. All right. So thank you for tuning in to Single Lady Chronicles.
Yes.
This is the second Friday of the month, and we are talking about dating then versus now. I'm here with young executive Sabrina Ross. I was about to call her something else, and I got all tongue-tied, but it's okay. Sabrina Ross, thank you for being here tonight, having this needed conversation about the transition of dating then versus now. So let's get back into it. Okay. What was a deal breaker for you in your 20s that you barely care about now? What was a deal breaker for you? That you don't care about now?
I don't know. Because deal breakers are deal breakers.
20s, 30s? Well, you're in your 30s.
Right.
So 20s?
I would say, I don't know.
Yeah? Okay, so let me give you an example.
I'm really picky.
That's what I mean. Then you have deal breakers.
No, I do have deal breakers.
So what was your deal breaker back then?
Well, you can't have any children back then and now.
Okay, and you don't care about, and now? Yes. You don't want a man with children? I don't care, because I'm not having any. Yeah.
It gets complicated, and I truly believe, and I know that there are a lot of men my age, our age, that don't have children,
and they want kids.
Have older children, which is fine. But that has always kind of been my deal breaker. Smokers cigarettes have been my deal breaker.
But the question is that you don't care about now.
That's the thing.
Right. Yeah, no smokers for me. Yeah.
I care about those things, hygiene wise. But I'm trying to think of a deal breaker that I.
So one deal breaker for me, was like, you gotta make more money than me.
Okay.
I don't care about that now.
Okay.
Ironically.
Really?
I don't care about that now.
I don't. That
because a man, for me, a man who is a provider, is going to make sure he provides,
right?
Whether he makes more money than you or not,
right? Okay.
And a man is gonna be a man,
okay,
and take care. And so financially, if I make more money than you, that's okay. But if you take care, right? You made sure I got an oil change, okay? You made sure I was up at 6 a.m. making sure I'm working out every day. You made sure I drank my water. You like a man is going to make sure that he is a provider and is caring, whether he makes more money than you or not.
Yeah, I think for me it's more.
That's one I don't care about anymore. Okay.
For me, that I probably didn't really care about then, but now definitely, then. But I don't know if I ever had an issue with men making more or less. I just felt like if a guy had a lot of ambition or just we'll figure it out together.
Okay.
That's always has been I'm not a Build-A-Bear.
Right.
It's not doing that.
Right.
But if there's some drive and if you got income coming in, and legit income coming in, and I mean like, construction or electric plumber or I love a good hardworking guy.
That was one of mine too. And so coupled with like making more money, I don't care about that no more. But also I used to be like, oh, he gotta be an executive. Oh, he gotta be when I tell you that does not matter to me anymore.
Right.
If you know how to earn a good living, sir.
Somebody on a farm.
Sir.
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Yeah, definitely. Because,
I just want somebody to love on me.
Yeah.
And to just, like you said, provide and protect for me. And I think that a man he'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. Exactly. He'll figure it out,
That's how we do it.
He'll know how to, not necessarily, keep you happy, but, when we're happy together, that's all that matters. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And I just think that, we need to keep it simple. I think a lot
we do too much.
We try to glamorize and fantasize things.
Yes.
But life is it's a simple old thing.
It's a simple old thing. The other part is that, today we're looking at what others have.
Right.
We're looking at social media and we're thinking, oh, that's what I want. But nah, we gotta be happy with what we have. And looking at social media, you don't know how many, it might look all, the grass is greener, but the truth might be, listen, they are miserable. They only doing it for the, especially if they have, lots of views and, they're only doing it for the content. And so you don't know what their real life is, So
we seen the documentaries.
Yes, honey. Yes. All right. So
the game.
I'm gonna do one more question, then we're gonna do the game, and then we're gonna go into now. Okay. What was your idea of a perfect date at 22, 24?
At 22, 24, a nice romantic
okay
dinner.
Yes.
Benihana's.
Not Benihana.
Back in the day.
Yes, a Ponderosa.
Not Ponderosa.
Listen, I'm sorry. Yeah. That was before. I'm older than you. So.
Okay. Not Ponderosa.
Okay.
Yeah, like a Benihana.
Okay, Benihana. So going out to dinner, picking you up, opening your car door.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Bringing flowers.
Back in the day,
occasional.
Just the R&B, so having a playlist.
Okay, not the playlist.
Yeah.
Give me a playlist. Give me a song.
Cupid by 112.
Cute.
That's a good one.
All
of
Jagged
throw
Edge.
them all in there.
Drew Hill.
Yes.
Okay.
Beauty. I love
Jodeci.
that. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So definitely, but Jodeci was a little older.
Okay.
So pull it back to Cisco.
She
My
did.
Life Without You
But-
was incomplete.
Yeah, hello?
Remember that song?
Yes.
So, yeah.
I had that on repeat in college.
Right.
On repeat. Do you understand me?
It
Anyway.
was yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, now we are going to play our game. We're going to play our game. Then, now, or never. Thank you for tuning in to Single Lady Chronicles. I'm here with my guest, Sabrina Ross, young executive here in the city of Newark. And we're talking about dating then versus now. So we got a game. All right. Now, you're going to tell me if it's then, now, or never.
Okay. Oh yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Long distance dating.
Now.
Really?
Yeah.
Do tell. Elaborate, sis.
I just feel like, when you are adulting in the world, you're
Yes.
traveling, you're meeting different people.
Yes.
You might, meet
Bump
someone
into. Here for it.
and circumstances, what have you, you can't move at that time.
Sure.
So you're in this, situation. I don't want
Not
to say
situation. Let's not call it situation.
Yeah.
Because we know
You're in
situationships
this,
are not what we want. Right.
bliss of traveling and meeting
and you
and
happen
linking up
upon.
and connecting.
Yes.
And, allowing for space and time and then reconnecting. So the long distance relationships could be now.
Nice. I love that. Okay. I'm not there yet.
Okay.
But we don't know what happens. We'll see. But okay, all right, let's do another one. Talking to more than one person at a time. Then, now, or never.
Then, now, and then, and now.
Oh, okay. You were equal opportunity, okay? Yeah.
I am fortunate enough to have people look out for me and take care of me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't close the door unless it needs to be closed.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Loving your single life as much as you love the idea of a partnership. Then, now, or never.
Loving my single life was then. I would say then.
Okay.
Because as I'm getting older and thinking about and seeing, like, we're in this phase where all of our friends are
Getting married,
having children,
boot up.
and while I may not want all of that in that full capacity, meaning the children and all that, but I do, and would like a companion, someone that I can. Who's at the door?
There's a ding dong at my door.
Who's at
And
the
I'm
door?
going to leave all this in. Who is it?
Child.
Okay. Commercial break. Sit right there.
Back momentarily.
Ah! Okay, let's do one more.
Okay.
This is a fun one. Talking on the phone for hours at night. Then, now, or never.
Ooh. I love that.
Right?
I love that.
Breathing.
Then and now.
Yes. Look, okay.
Yeah.
You still there?
And even now, just
It's so sweet. Just to
casual
just be
conversation and just that silence. And then start talking back again.
right. Like, what you doing? What you doing?
Or actually watching a show
Watching
together.
a show together. Watching a show together.
Yeah.
Just, on speaker, meandering through the house. That is so sweet.
Yeah,
That is,
I love that.
That is care.
Yeah.
That is just like genuine.
I love to talk. And talk about things and explore like different topics. Like I like to be challenged in that way. So
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we talked about dating then. Now let's talk about dating now.
Okay.
What are your top non-negotiables today? Your top non-negotiables.
No smoking.
No smoking.
Hygienes, because you won't believe it.
I can imagine.
Just, well put together. So like that's the deal breaker for me.
Okay.
In terms of just, person that does not, I don't want to say work out, but yeah, I'm interested in that type of lifestyle, and that's considered a deal breaker. And I want to say, lastly, just a not nice guy, like a
meanie.
Or not like a flexible person, that's willing to bend, move, be,
gotcha,
molded in a sense. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to mold a person, but it's just like, hey, we are here to like learn, open up, close, be open, and so just having someone that wants to,
communicate
and experience life.
Okay. All right. Thank you. How has your communication style matured since you first started dating to now?
Having hard conversations, and just sitting at the table across from each other.
Yeah.
And
priceless.
Having those conversations. And I think that I have had those conversations only in like my adult life.
Of course. That comes with maturity,
Yeah. So, yes to that question.
Okay. How do you feel about modern dating apps? Helpful, exhausting, or for entertainment only? Give me what you think about modern dating apps.
I have mixed feelings about it.
Girl,
I've been on the dating app since Tinder.
Wow.
And then I moved to Soul Swipe. I've been on so many dating apps. It's cringy and slightly low-key embarrassing, because like I feel like I was like,
by whose standards? Whose standards?
Not about standards. I think it was more so like my peers, because like all of my girlfriends, like they were not really on dating apps. Like,
so
I was
what?
the one I think that was really experimenting with the dating apps. Meanwhile, like all my friends were like
meeting folks out in public
and just like, girl, you just need to get out. Like, what do you and not that I wasn't out.
Sure.
But yeah, I just felt like that was a thing that I just kind of, but it allowed me to, I don't want to say serial date, but I've been on a lot of dates, because like I mentioned before, Tinder, then it was Soul Swipe, then it was Coffee Meets Bagel.
Oh,
then
I've never heard of any of these. Girl, say them again. Tinder, Soul Swipe, Coffee Meets Bagel.
Yes.
What else?
I thought that,
I've never heard of any of those.
And then I, for a period of time, had been dating. Like, I met someone and had been dating on the app, Soul Swipe. We dated for a year, and it just always seemed that way. Like, it was just like a year. And then I would like pivot, because it was like, what are we doing? What's going on? It was just always like that year was that point for me. When it comes to like dating on that app, it's just been a year. Like, how long you been with the guy? Just for that year. I moved on fairly quickly. And I think that's also what happens with the dating apps too, is that you're compartmentalizing and you're like moving on quickly. So is it a real connection?
Right.
And so that was what I was also experiencing too.
What do they call it? They call it what do they call it? They call it choice overload. Yeah, choice overload. There's so many that you can choose from. And have you experienced choice overload? I'm talking about as far as like you talking to multiple people and potentially like ignoring some over others.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I think it's just like you like another person more than you like them, maybe because how the conversation is being carried, or it could be, you met that person first, so you kind of feel kind of like a little loyalty a little bit, because like, hey, me and this guy been talking for a little bit, and like the vibes that we're on. But for me, I think the challenging part was the algorithm. Because I had so I paused, like right at like 2018, 2019. So I hadn't been on a dating app, and I was not getting on a dating app during 2020 and COVID, because they was crazy on it. They was crazy. I
can imagine, girl.
But I did hop on Hinge.
Oh.
Because it was supposed to be for the sophisticated folks, and the professionals. And my white counterpart girlfriend, just my white girlfriend, my girl, my girl,
sure,
was swiping left and right to doctors. Meanwhile, I was swiping left and right to bank tellers. Nothing wrong against bank tellers, but doctors and bank tellers, I just felt like the algorithm was off. I don't know.
Because your location, perhaps?
I got off. And so I just have not been on dating apps. Now, I did get back on a dating app.
Okay.
Facebook, which I am
dating.
Currently on.
Oh.
Kind of like ghost shadow banning, because I'm not necessarily interacting with people. I just have an account up.
Okay.
And I think I also went down like this rabbit hole of like LoveCon and most of those people that was on LoveCon.
I don't know what LoveCon is.
It's a documentary on Netflix.
Oh gosh.
About being love bombed and like financially like bombed. Scammed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these women were really like, ask me for some money. It's gonna be a disappearance.
Right.
It's gonna be a ghost.
Right.
But I say all that to say, sometimes I feel like when I'm on dating apps, I'm like, is my guy really on here? Like, is it that like smart, bright guy? Like that guy is not on this app. I just don't feel it. And so I am torn between it.
Gotcha.
And then when I do meet, nice guys on the app, it's nice seemingly first, and then it just always turn into some weirdness. And I think that's what folks are talking about in terms of just like that choice option. And then it's like fast, like, oh, let's just have like casual sex, which I am not into.
And that's your choice.
Right.
Yeah. So what kind of men are you attracted to now? I know one of the things you said was older. What else?
I don't want to say I'm attracted to older men, but what I am attracted to a man that is confident, a man that is knows and is sure of himself, with respect to just his internal value. You don't want to be but is liked and admired by his peers, of course.
Okay. Loves his mama.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to love her too much.
Well, yeah, because we don't do mama's boys.
Yeah, but like, just a stand-up guy that has tact and has, is it too much to say like kingdom-like principles? Because I don't want to say a churchy guy, because I'm not really into the churchy men. Or
have some kind of values,
man. But like very strong in his principle, very strong in like some rule, of law or something.
Right.
Connected
have
to
some kind of path. Yeah.
Right. And so that is what I'm most attracted to, and God must smells good. I like a good smelling guy.
Yes.
And just a kind guy. And honestly, I'm attracted to a guy that's for sure about me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's on me. That's like.
I hear you.
That's for sure about me.
Right.
That's who I'm most attracted to.
Got
Somebody
you.
That's gonna be like, that's mine. We're together.
Okay. So thank you for tuning in to Single Lady Chronicles. I'm here with my guest, Sabrina Ross. We've been chatting it up about dating then versus now, because dating has changed so much in the past 10, 20, 15 years.
Yeah.
And you know, we out here single, y'all. Okay? We out here single and we're
Not
just,
desperate,
you know,
but single.
Not desperate, but single. Absolutely. And so thank you for being here with me tonight. I want to play one more game. Okay. And this game is called Pick One or Pass. Okay? And we're going to do rapid fire.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Text or phone calls. Pick one or pass.
Phone calls.
All right. Flowers or acts of service. Pick one or pass.
Flowers.
Yes. Okay. Soft launch or hard launch. Pick one or pass.
Soft launch.
Okay. All right. Dinner date or daytime date. Pick one or pass.
Daytime date.
Yes. I like both. I like both. Slow burn or instant spark. Pick one or pass.
I like it. Instant
Spark. Yes. All right. Quality time or physical touch. Pick one or pass.
Quality time.
I got both. I got both.
The physical. I mean, you
Rub
said
on
both.
me.
You said both. I could do both, or
Well, I guess yeah.
because if I could do both,
Hold
yes.
me. Hold me.
I like the quality time.
Yeah.
But
quality
I
time.
don't like a clean.
I need both. No, I. Okay. Build together or come built. Pick one or pass. She said you need to be potential. Okay. She said you don't need to have no potential. You need to be potential. You need to be fully potential. Okay, I understand. Traditional dating or modern dating apps. Pick one or pass.
Traditional dating.
Okay. All right.
I want to do the traditional dating.
Thank you so much, Sabrina, for being here.
Good to be
on
here.
Single Lady
Yes.
Chronicles. Listen, we do this every second Friday,
Yes.
dating then versus now. It might come from an angle of, you know, did you court back in the day and what's happening now? Or having conversations about what happened with you in your 20s and what's happening now. And so dating then versus now is every second Friday on Single Lady Chronicles.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Sabrina, for being my
Pleasure.
guest this
Pleasure.
week. All right, we will see you next week on Single Lady Chronicle. Single Lady Chronicle. Oh, we'll see you next week. Enjoy your holiday.
Now see, who gonna fix this? Child, I done cooked too much food again. Being single is not for the weak. Single Lady Chronicles, Fridays at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live.